Honeys. I am colder than a witch's titty in a brass bra, y'all. Oh my goodness. It is like really chilly here in Texas, honey. I don't know what's been going on. Not complaining, honey, but we already know what happened last year when in Texas. For those that don't know, the power grid and stuff went like out in Texas, so people were just like freezing, honey. So before I start this, I'm gonna be putting the timestamps and everything, obviously, down below for all the zodiac signs, darling. This is all going to be for all the zodiac signs November predictions, darling. I'm specifying more so just predictions because in my general weekly horoscopes for all those zodiac signs, it's not really all just about predictions. I'm kind of like tapping into y'all's energy, whereas these just predictions. And plus, between y'all and me, honey, like I was meaning to get the zodiac signs each of their individual monthly tarot readings, and that hasn't happened yet, honey. So I was just like, let me just get on alive, honey. Let me just jump on here, honey. So can someone let me know in my chat real quick if y'all can hear me all right, by the way? Hopefully you can. Hopefully. But what we're going to be doing, darlings, is we're going to be starting with the earth signs, and then the fire signs, air signs, honey, and then we're going to be going into the water signs. Hello, Nefertiti. And hello, Sanjay. All right, sounded good, honeys. All right, so let's do, because I know some people don't resonate with zodiac readings in general, so I'm going to do just a quick little general message, general predictions for just people in general, honey, see what's going on there. But real quick, let me take a little timestamp, honey. Y'all see my little janky little notepad? It's so I can take the timestamps. And trust and believe, Leos, I ain't going to forget y'all this time. I still am not living it down from some of the Leos. So let's just jump into this. Let's see what general predictions, just in general, see what is going to be happening for my audiences before we get into the zodiac signs. What's going to be happening? So, ooh, darling, we have the Two of Swords coming in here with the Nine of Wands as well as the Strength card. Full disclosure, speaking of Leos, I did the fire signs. They're currently uploading over there on my laptop, and this is kind of similar to what was going on with Leo, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of Leos are going to be resonating with this. Strength card, obviously this is a Leo's energy here. And so I feel as if this is going to be a month in November for a lot of y'all where I know this is gonna sound super just like drastic and all that, but it is, darling. If it's drastic, I gotta say it's drastic. Where you guys are going to be presented with this crossroads with some facet of y'all's lives of where like continuing down the same path, or do you really go into this new one? It feels as if a lot of you guys have been dealing with some obstacles here. That's why we're having the Nine of Wands stepping forward here. A lot of obstacles. It's almost as if like you really have a vision for something. Let's just say for many of you guys, you want to get your own self-business going, darling. Y'all already know I'm all about like self-employment and business, honey. So that's always the analogies I'm going to use. You know, you want to get your business off the ground. You want to do YouTube. You want to do Etsy, honey. You want to do something, right? And you've just been dealing with a lot of obstacles, I feel, especially because of this strength card. You guys have been trying to persevere through this. You guys have been trying to like see this out to the other side, darling. But the thing is here, there's something going to be presenting in y'all's path this month that it's almost like leaving you with this place of being like, well, where do I go? Yeah, world card in the reverse. I almost feel as if for the month of November for you guys, it's, you know, there's a moon oracle card that I can think of where it's talking about your commitments being tested. And I feel as if that's really going to be resonant to this message here of where y'all's commitment is going to be tested with being like kind of a message being like, how badly do you actually want this, you know? So let's continue on. Just a couple more cards, darling. I had to stop myself before I pull too many cards, because then it'll just turn into just like a every single card zodiac will be like a 30-minute reading, which I guess y'all wouldn't complain about. Yes, come on, Firehouse. Seven of Cups here. Yeah, definitely you guys are going to be presented with different options, it feels. So it's almost as if, you know, this could be a good or a bad thing, honestly. This, you know, the Seven of Cups letting you know you have options. It might be a situation where maybe something potentially a better opportunity stepping forward in a different way. Let's just say that you wanted to be self-employed, but then like a really good job shows up for you. 9 to 5 job shows up for you that actually could be, you know, take you down, you know, get you where you want to be financially, but it won't be from your own terms necessarily. You know, you have to be willing to make that type of sacrifice depending on what it is you truly want to be doing. And then you have the Fool card coming in here, y'all. I feel like this kind of just says it all, darling, right? The Fool is always associated with the number 0. Y'all don't be looking at my nails, honey. If you look at my nails and talk about them, you're homophobic. No, half playing. No, with this Fool energy here, I do feel as if some of you guys, and this is totally not usually my type of message, darling, because I'm always telling people, it's just like, ooh, keep pushing through, honey, because I do believe that persistence pays off. But in this sense here, I do feel like some of you guys need to have permission, or need to hear the permission of being like, it's okay to let this go. You're not a failure for moving on to doing something else. You know, just because you want to be self-employed, you know, maybe you just save some money with that new opportunity happening in November. You know, I do feel as if there's a reason as to why something else is coming to the forefront for you guys. You know, don't treat whatever is going to be stepping forward to you as something that's going to be like for the rest of y'all's lives, essentially. All right, so definitely be more open-minded and be willing to be a little bit more malleable in your plans. Be a little bit more malleable, you know. Not to say that you're having to push your dreams and hopes and aspirations to the side, darling. Just means you have to wait a little bit, you know. So that's the general portion coming in here, darlings. Now let's get into my Tauruses. This is probably so ratchet, honeys, isn't it? For me just to be pulling up my, I don't care, girl, I don't care. For the timestamps, let's get into this. Let's going on for my Tauruses for November. What predictions can we have? Justice card, darling, Justice card. The Justice card comes in as that message. I mean, first and foremost, it's the Libra card, honey. So I always have to be saying, whenever I see Libra as a Libra Scorpio cusp, honey, I gotta be talking about, you know, I gotta be talking about it. So Justice card coming in here. You know, if you guys are dealing with the law of some type, Taurus, or if there is this sense on sides being presented, right? Maybe there's something going on in the workplace, some type of injustice happening, maybe like a coworker or a boss, I feel like for some of you guys, Taurus, that are not treating you properly, or just like your perspective isn't being fully heard or being seen, Taurus. I do definitely feel like that's going to be coming into how do we want to say, it's going to be coming into reaching its boiling point, right? I do feel like your perspective is actually going to be heard pretty soon, darling. So keep on with that. Let's continue on with it. Girl, can't even hold these cards. Funnily enough, though, we got these 2 cards here, which I feel like are meant for y'all. So big playing cards, darling Tauruses. We have the World card coming in here, Queen of Cups, and then, oop, darling. Tauruses, we have the Death card stepping forward to y'all. So I do feel like for many of you guys, you know, what this justice means, it's almost this sense of where, you know, with the Queen of Cups, definitely is going to be working out in your favor for whatever injustice is happening, or injustice sounds very dramatic, right? For whatever you are not, you know, getting what it is that you deserve, darling. I do definitely feel like with the World card as well as the Death card, it's going to be coming to a closure, but it is going to be working out in your favor at this time. Queen of Cups here as well. It's very much so being rewarded for almost just like, yeah, being rewarded for persevering. Don't give up at this current point in time, Taurus. Whatever this is where you feel as if like you're not being treated properly, or you feel as if like no one's listening to you, just keep pushing through, darling, is really the message I'm getting with this. Let's do a couple more cards for you, Taurus. Let's see what else we can get. 5 of Pentacles, and then the 4 of Wands, and then the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I do feel as if some type of chapter is going to be closing for y'all in November. It's going to be closing for you guys with that justice. You might be getting a nice settlement. You might be, let's just say, for example, you know, maybe you're splitting off within a relationship or a friendship or what have you. You're going to be gaining some type of benefit from this ending. Maybe that's just like emotional closure and what have you, but for some of you guys, especially if it's like a divorce, darling, not to say, like, not hoping for my people who are tapping into this to be having a divorce, honey, but feels like y'all would be getting the better end of the stick, darling. Someone didn't sign a prenup, darling. But yeah, with this 5 of Pentacles here, Four of Wands, and then this Page of Pentacles. Really, this month for you guys, Taurus, is stepping into a new chapter, closing the chapter to this old book for whatever it was that wasn't being of service to you. And then Page of Pentacles coming in here. I really want to be surprised. You know, Page of Pentacles, as I always like to say, y'all, it could be a sense of where someone's going to be opening a line of communication, a new energy, a new person bringing in a line of communication, because pages do represent new energy, they extending out to your pentacle, darling. But with that Four of Wands as well, it does bring this sense of, in terms of more career oriented or financial oriented and just overall stability, darling. No, you haven't missed Aquariuses. It's just this message of where, like, really just something new opportunity opening up, that's going to be a lot more of service to you guys. So really at this time, Taurus, allow these things to come to a closure. Definitely karma is working in y'all's favor for sure, Taurus. So, and just be on the lookout for new communication. I really do feel as if, like, that Page of Pentacles represents a new line of communication or a new line of energy for you to be investing your time into. You know, you may even, I do feel as, like, I'm being shown a vision board right now, Taurus. Maybe your life is being presented in such a way where where you will finally have the time to go after some type of your personal passion that you have, like, on your vision board, whether it be a physical vision board, darling, or just going on what's pure, where you always wanted to do something, darling, right? So enough of that. That is Taurus's, darling. And then we're going to be getting into my Virgos at this time. What is up, my Leos? We're doing earth signs, and then we're going to be getting into the fire, and then to air, and then water. So you're not too late, darling. Let's get into my Virgos now, honeys. Let's see what's going on there. And also, thank y'all so much for joining me. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see what predictions we have going on for my Virgos. Do we have any Virgos in the chat right now? Someone that has Virgo in their chart. I always like to point out with their people's charts. I don't like to focus just on the sun sign, you know. So let's see what November predictions we have for my Virgos. What's going on for my Virgos? Cards just present themselves to us. We have here the Four of Cups coming in here. Darling, with that Fool card energy stepping forward right off the bat as well, my favorite card, and as well as the Ace of Wands for y'all, Virgo. Virgo, it feels like something that, I feel like this is actually reminiscent of your weekly tarot reading that I did for y'all, Virgo, on Monday. But it feels as if some type of opportunity. I gave the example of where maybe at one point you saw, like, some type of competition that you could have joined, darling, and then you just never made the time for it to actually shoot your shot with something. Four of Cups here, you were like, there was some type of distraction, whether you were just closed off to it at the time, you weren't interested in giving it another chance. Girl, I really need to do my nails, honey. You weren't giving it another chance, or what have you. Something kind of went by. You missed an opportunity. Or you missed some type of potential connection coming forward, right? I always say that because the individual is sitting down with their arms crossed and their eyes closed, signifying that this is a person being closed off. There's a little cloud here, darling. I personally like to see it as spirit, darling, the universe trying to present a cup to you, an opportunity or what have you, but you just are not open to it for whatever the reason is. It feels as if you guys are going to be having a second chance in some way with something that ended up being missed the first time. In terms of a connection, it could be a connection that initially maybe you closed the book on it, or you're just like, washing hands clean of this old connection, and you're just like, all right, this is just not for me anymore. This is whatever. It's like a sense of where maybe you gave up on a connection too soon, darling. Or in terms of opportunities as well, Fool card with that Ace of Wands, darling. Ace of Wands, I also just want to point out, is a very strong card of attraction. You're going to be just getting a second chance in regards to being able to sink your energy into a new opportunity, some type new opportunity, but an opportunity that you initially really wanted to do, but for whatever the reason is, you ended up missing it. So looking pretty fabulous for you guys, Virgo. Let's see. Let's continue on. I want to do 3 more cards for you, Virgo. Six of Pentacles coming in here. Six of Pentacles, as well as the Tower card, darling. Now, this Tower card was in the inverted for you. And then the King of Pentacles. Yeah, darling. It's almost as if you guys, Virgo, during this month, something that you guys try to either close off, or something was closed off to you, like the chapter or the book closed with this situation, whatever this situation is for each of you Virgos. And this month, this coming November, it's going to be coming back into your life, blast from the past, darling. And then you're going to just really just be having a second chance, second opportunity. That's kind of like the same message coming forward for you. So whatever it is that you missed the last time, Virgo, I do feel like for many of you guys, it was something that you actually really wanted. I don't feel as if this is like a situation where you close off the connection with this because like they're hurtful or what have you. If it is about a connection, it's more of like a bittersweetness, if there is any type of bitterness to it, right? I really do want to say for those that, like, because this does keep coming to mind, Virgo, for those that have the opportunity, Virgo, to shoot your shot with some type of either competition, reality show, auditioning to something, really take this month in November to do that, because I do feel like you would definitely get the part. You would definitely be seen and received very positively, Virgo. So definitely utilize that energy for your November, darling. And let me know how it goes, darling. Let me know what it is that's about. So that's Virgo, honey. And then we have Capricorn going next. For those that are just coming in, darling, I'm doing earth signs first, and then we're going to go into fire signs, and then air, and then water, darling. So, and if you've already missed your sign, or you have missed your sign, rather, I'll be leaving the timestamps shortly, like 5 minutes after this live stream. So fear not, darling, fear not. So let's get into Capricorn November 2021 predictions. Let's see what's going to be happening for my Capricorns, darling. Let's see what the tea is going to be. Let's see what's going to be happening for my Capricorns. What's going to be happening for my Capricorns? I'm being shown a mic. And I'm not saying this is like Capricorns, y'all are going to be singing necessarily, but it's almost like you guys are using your voice in some type of way. You're able to speak your piece with something, speak about something that you, Capricorn, have been just keeping reserved, because like very much so about your throat chakra being neglected. You haven't been speaking your truth or just like having your feelings be known about a situation. I feel like in November, because I'm being shown this mic, for many of you Capricorns, there's something that you're going to be able to speak your truth about. So let's get into this. Nine of Pentacles coming in here. Very positive card right off the bat. This is very positive for my Capricorns that are trying to get into some type of tend to themselves in some type of way. Very much so big on self-employment coming in. Temperance card coming in as well. And then let's get another one here. Death card. All right, Capricorn, how do we unpack this for y'all, darlings? So in this type of dynamic, this is giving to me, Capricorn, where, how do we put this? You're going to feel really drawn to giving up. I'm going to say, you're going to feel really drawn to giving up in some avenue in your life. I really want to say for many of you guys, it's about something financially. Knight of Pentacles and then the Ten of Pentacles as well. Yeah, you have this urge, Capricorn, of wanting to give up, but I feel like for this month of November, there is a reason as to why you have the Temperance card stepping forward to y'all, Capricorn. There is a reason as to why that's stepping forward, and I feel like it's like kind of a card of waiting it out. You know, I was just saying for Taurus's reading, whereas it's like I normally am telling people is like keep pushing through, but they had to close it off. But for you guys actually need to wait this out a little bit longer. Ace of Swords coming in here. I really want to be surprised, and then the Nine of Cups, darling. All right, no more cards after this. Yeah, Capricorn, I really wouldn't be surprised if some type of offer, but it's not going to be an offer and being like trying to give you something, Capricorn. It's like some type of offer of like either working together with somebody or the offer of just like knowledge with something. So like I like to use analogies, Capricorn. So let's just say someone comes into your life or something becomes present in your life being like, well, let's just say I am. And I'm like, oh, hey, Capricorn, actually, I can teach you about YouTube, darling. You know, and then it's this sense that actually, you know, you wanted to start your business with like knitting, darling, or like baking cupcakes, whatever it is, darling. It's almost as if for this month, some type of knowledge is going to be presented to you that isn't necessarily directly beneficial for what it is that you're trying to work on, but it's like, you know how like the YouTube itself can be like a fabulous platform for many, whether you're a cook or tarot reader or what have you. It's in this vein, and I know even for your weekly tarot readings, Capricorn, that's been going on for a while for you guys, where it's like some type of collaborative energy to push you to do something a lot more personal. It would make sense now as to why I was seeing that microphone. It's like you being able to speak and just have a platform of your own. So really, Capricorn, I wouldn't be surprised for this month for y'all if you end up leaning into some type of opportunity that requires you to use your voice. All right, darling? So enough of that, Capricorn. That's it for y'all. And now let's get into my Aries. Aries, darling. Now we're starting into the fire signs. And then we still have the air and water signs left for those that are just coming in here. So, ooh. Girl, I can't hold these cards. So Aries, I'm taking this as your first card. King of Cups coming in here. And full disclosure, I just did y'all's reading, Aries. It's currently uploading right now for your weekly horoscope. And you guys actually had the King of Cups come forward for you guys. So what is this King of Cups about? This is definitely an energy where we're tending to your emotions. Your emotions seems to be the focal point for November. Judgment card coming in here. So Aries, for y'all, there's some type of action that you guys are going to be doing for the month of November that's like difficult decision. Yeah, difficult decision, 8 of Swords here. It's almost as if for this month, Capricorn, why am I calling you Capricorn? Aries, hello. For this month, for you, Aries, very much so, this sense of like you're going to be doing big action to get yourself out of like some type of rut. You know, even in your weekly horoscope reading, I was sensing this direction for you guys, Aries, where you're transitioning on from something that you were initially very committed to for quite a long time, and it feels as if like it just is no longer emotionally serving you anymore. It's just like the more that you sink energy into something, it just made you more and more distraught. I feel like you're going to be taking action in the month of November to do some big changes. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you Aries end up moving. 4 of Pentacles, yeah, you're pulling out from a situation. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. You're pulling out your investments with a situation and then sinking your investments into something else, darling. I guess this is the back of the deck. I didn't realize it. I was just in the heat of the moment, honey. The Holy Spirit just took over, darling. Yeah, with that 8 of Cups here and that 4 of Pentacles, you guys are transitioning on, whether this is in terms of a job. For many of you, Aries, I feel like it's some type of relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic. For the month of November, you guys are pulling out from something and then sinking energy into something new. So what's that newness about? 6 of Swords in the reverse, something that you kind of fought from beforehand. You were at one point, it's like you were considering it beforehand, Aries, but maybe you just never had the time, or because you had this other prior commitment coming forward. And the Star card. And then let's do Empress as well, darling. Come on, Libra energy again, darling. Has no relevance to this, obviously, but I feel like for you guys, Aries, your life is definitely, I mean, not to sugarcoat things, darling, right? I always tell my peeps, honey, it's just like, if you want to just hear some, if you want to just hear some positive things, just be told some positive things, you can just ask Siri to tell you some positive things, darling. I have to be transparent and just tell you the messages of how I would translate it for myself. I feel as if you guys are going to be having a tower moment in November, but it's a tower moment that has been long coming for you guys, because it's like, each day that goes by, you felt more and more emotionally drained from a situation, and where the spark wasn't there, the passion wasn't there anymore, darling. And for y'all, Aries, you're transitioning into an energy that you at some point had your eye on. I don't know if this is in terms of like a work situation or if it's about a person, how you're doing. But yeah, there's definitely this talkings of a new, making a transition, Knight of Pentacles. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys move on, Aries, whether it's physically, relationship-wise, or work-wise. Y'all's reading is all just about transitions here. I do feel drawn to be doing a, animal oracle card for you guys, Aries. Don't tell any of the other zodiac signs you're getting this. Whale spirit coming in here, trust in the great mystery. And it's funny that you guys had the Knight of Pentacles as well, Aries, stepping forward to you guys, because the Knight of Pentacles I see as the card of going out into uncharted territory. So when you have the whale spirit bringing forth the message as well to trust in the great mystery, this is really a time of where, yeah, you guys are transitioning on from whatever it is that you're long-term committed to really just going out into the unknown. It's like you guys are moving into a completely new town, new city. You don't know anybody, honey. You can just start completely new. Like a whole new identity, darling. So Aries, that's what I have for you guys. Let me know what's going on with y'all though, because like, even, you know what, I'm gonna just take that as a sign, Aries, that this deck doesn't want to be used no more. So we're gonna transition on from that deck, and now let's get into one of my newer decks that Mystic Wolf gave to me from my wish list. Thank you so much, Mystic Wolf, if you end up seeing this portion, I suppose. But we're gonna be using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck now. Full spoiler, full disclosure, I've never watched Nightmare Before Christmas. I need to, darling, I need to, but just haven't made the time. So now let's get into my Leos, darling, my Leos. Last time I did an all zodiac sign reading, I accidentally looked over Leos. Never lived it down, darling. So definitely Leo, Leo, Leo. I'm gonna say it again. This is for Leo, honey. I'm fully playing, y'all. Let's see what predictions we have going on for my Leos, honey, for November 2021, darling. What is up, kitty cat? What is up, kitty cat? How are you doing, honey? Let's get into my Leos. What's going on for my Leos this month? We have here the Hanged Man stepping forward here. Darling, something that it's like you don't know the full story with something. You have an idea of how some type of narrative is going down, whether this is socially or whether this is in terms of, full disclosure, I just did the fire sign, so I kind of have an idea what this might be about, Leo, of where it's just like someone in your life that you kind of were, you had like the best of hopes for. You know, I kept on getting second chance when I was doing your weekly horoscope earlier, and it's like you gave someone a second chance, and it's just like, darling, you already know I'm not like, I don't like to get into these narratives. I'm always very much so about optimism, darling. But it's like something's gonna be shifting your vision. Something that you're committed to is gonna be really change of pace, change of heart, really changing up how you thought your storyline was going to be going here. World card coming in as well. Y'all, I love this artwork, and I wish y'all could all feel like what this tarot card feels like. It just feels high quality, darling. I love it. And then we have here the Five of Candles, which is the card of conflict. So, darling, Leos, so I really want to, you know, even in your horoscope reading, I know I keep referencing it, but I told y'all to just watch your back and plan for a plan B. There was something that you guys had your intuition on with something being like, you didn't want to feed energy into this narrative. You're hoping there's some type of change or what have you. And then this is kind of reflecting that same thing for the month of November. You guys really need to just like make sure that you're doing good, right? Each time you get your paycheck, darling, put some money to the side for emergency fund, especially in terms of a social dynamic. Just watch your back. This really was the main theme for your reading. Watch your back. Thank you so much, kitty cat. And I'm glad you love my skulls, darling. They all have names. Y'all have names. Y'all. I only talked about Aretha Franklin and Barbara Walters though so far. So then we have the Two of Needles. It's almost as if, Leo. See, here's the thing. Like, it's like this energy here, it's like you're trying to be patient with some type of energy here. Hey, darling. You're being patient with some type of energy, and it just feels as if this energy here is just growing at a slower pace than what you were hoping for. And you're not, don't worry about that, kitty cat, at all. You're not spamming me. It's like you're hoping for this thing to grow quicker than it was. And so you are going to be left in November, this month, darling, to decide being like, is this really worth seeing it all the way through? You know, it's like, you're going to just ask the question, is like, is this even worth it? I don't feel like there's anything conniving or malevolent with this. And I would tell y'all, Leo, if there was something malevolent. And I know even me saying it's like, watch your back, darling, it can kind of come off that way. But it's just almost like being like, is this too much drama? Is this even worth it, darling? Nine of Candles here. I feel like you just need to just hear the message this month, Leo, of where it's just like, take care of you. Don't be afraid of coming off as selfish. You know, stop being a people pleaser, darling. You know, stop worrying about how other people are feeling and how they're going to react to certain things, and make sure that you are good. You know, just like in an airplane, darling, right? They always say, put your oxygen mask on first before you put on anyone else's. You need to do that for you guys this month. It's like, put your oxygen mask on, make sure your space is good, make sure you're good, darling, make sure your back is good, honey, and then tend to anyone else. You have the King of Needles here as well. Yeah, man, it just feels as if it's like social dynamics is the main thing for you guys this month, Leo, where it's just like you're going to be cutting out a lot of things, or you're going to just really be making the decision to keep a lot of energies at arm's length and deciding what energies is worth actually coming into your inner space. And then final card here, the Hermit card. Feels like for many of you guys, you're going to just be reclusing away from a lot of energies that are just like, too much drama here, too much, you're not worth the effort sort of dynamic. All right. Thank you so much, Ari. I'll do that tongue snap for you, honey. Thank you so much. For those that are just coming in, I'm going to be getting into Sagittarius's reading now. And then we have the air signs and then the water signs after. So if you are an earth sign, you did miss your chance, but I'm going to be leaving the timestamps after this live stream, like a couple minutes after, so fear not. So let's get into my Sagittarians now. What's going to be happening for my Sagittariuses for November 2021, darling? What predictions can we make for my Sagittariuses, darling? What's going on? Sagittarius, y'all actually had such a positive reading. I know I keep talking about the weekly horoscopes, but darling, you guys Sagittarius had such a positive reading. So let's get into this. So we have here the Four of Candles coming in here with the Ace of Candles stepping forward. And darling, your month is just looking just as fabulous, darling. So for you guys, Sagittarius, I definitely feel as if you guys are going to be making a lot of grounds in terms of where you wanted to be seeing yourself in the long term. For those that have been wanting, you know, again, this is at this point referencing from what I was tapping into from your weekly energy, but a lot of you Sagittarius are going to be meeting someone that's going to be part of your life for a very long time, if not for the rest of your life. And I don't mean just in like a romantic way. I mean like just as like, you know, could be like a nice like friend that's going to be there for years and years and years. Because with the Four of Candles, Four of Wands, darling, it's a card of, it's known as the 1111 card, so it's something that you would always be making a wish about. But it's also the card of, how would you say? It's a card of like commitment. It's usually, if it's seen in a romantic way, it's a card of marriage. So, and then you follow this through with the Ace of Candles, darling, that's a strong attraction, darling, you know. Keeping it PG, we'll just say like whatever this energy is, you feel very much so gravitated towards it, Sagittarius. So that's what I'm gonna say on that. And then the Chariot card. The Chariot, yeah, like how to make sure the Chariot card stepping forward to you guys. This is gonna be definitely happening in the sooner part of the month of November rather than the later part. The latter part of your month. 11/11 coming up. Scared, do I take 11/11? That's also what the, oh yeah, that's what I pointed out. This is definitely going to be, this connection is going to be happening sooner rather than later, Sagittarius, sooner rather than later. Let's see what else I can get for you. We have here the Two of Potions. Girl, Two of Potions, Two of Cups. Again, like, and I didn't even use this deck for your weekly reading, Sagittarius. Again, like some type of partnership, whether it's a strong friendship or a strong actual relationship. How you doing? Looking extremely positive, Sagittarius. This is really your time to be social, honey. High Priestess card coming in as well. Just make it a point not to be a mystery. You know, that was kind of the main message you were getting even in your weekly, again, Sagittarius, is not to, you know, be more vulnerable. Practice more vulnerability. You know, don't overanalyze and don't be too much of a Queen of Swords, honey. Don't be afraid of opening up. Don't be afraid of showing the soft and fuzzy side of yourself, Sagittarius. So, yeah, darling. What's up, Spoon, honey? Also, my birthday was good. For Kitty Cat that asked, I'm a Libra Scorpio cusp, honey. My birthday is very good. It was honestly probably my best birthday that I ever had. So I'm really grateful for that. Also, I'm just grateful for all you guys hanging out with me in this unannounced live stream, darling. What is up, honeys? If you want to spoil me a little bit, darling, whether you want to give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, darling, as I always say, it's like a thumb is a thumb, honey, so I ain't gonna complain either way. But I would appreciate it if you were to. Ridiculous. So that's all for the fire signs. We're now going to be getting into the air signs, darling. We already have done the earth signs as well, so if you missed your sign, trust and believe, I'll be putting the timestamps down below after this live stream, shortly after. So fear not, darling, fear not. And also let me know how y'all's week is going. It feels as if this week is long. You know, I know it's only Tuesday, but it feels like it needs to be like a Thursday or something like that. But let's get into my Libras now, darling. My Libras. Let's see what's going on for my Libras for November 2021. I don't care for spooky movies. You know, I'll watch them, but I don't like being scared. I get angry when I get scared. So what's going to be happening for my Libras for November 2021? What's going on for my Libras? We have the Temperance card coming in here. Card of Patience, waiting something out. Libra, I also feel as if, you know, the Temperance card is the card of balancing emotions. It does feel as if a lot of healing is going to be happening for this month for you, Libra. A lot of emotional weight is going to be lifted for you this month. And let's see what else here. We have here the Nine of Candles. So definitely, like, both of these cards, Libra, are cards that reflect persevering through persistence, you know, continuing on as well. The Nine of Wands is the card of the wounded warrior as well, Libra. And then we have here the Four of Presents coming in here, the Four of Pentacles. Because there's something this month for you, Libra. It feels as if you're going to be thinking long-term this month. Like, make good investments for this month and don't expect these investments to be immediately paying off for you guys. I don't feel like that's the reality for you guys. I feel like during this month, Libra, you're just planning for the long game necessarily. Let's see here. What else can we get? Emperor card coming in here. Y'all, what an emperor, right? I love this artwork. Emperor card stepping forward with the Two of Needles coming in. Two of Swords. And then let's do one more. Let's do one more. We have the Ten of Needles as well. Just doesn't think long term, honey. So yeah, it feels as if really the name of the game for you guys, Libra, this month. I know this is not the most flashy of readings, but I mean that's just not realistic for us to be always having flashy stuff happening in our lives. It feels like you guys, Libra, are going to be experiencing a lot of closure. Tens representing closures to cycles, as well as just with this Two of Needles as well. And then the Temperance card and the Nine of Candles. I'm willing to bet here, like, this is a month of where it's just like by the end of this month, whatever's been holding you back, whatever's been holding you down, you're going to be having it's like the chains, your shackles rather, are going to be getting released this month. It's like this is the prep month for you guys where you're going to be really doing long-term investments. I really wouldn't be surprised, Libra, if you make this month a month of where you're going to be doing more self-care, working out, skincare and all that, because you're preparing for something a lot bigger the following month. It just feels like you're tending to a lot of healing. Five of Needles right now. Tending to a lot of healing, tending to just like a lot of the energy that's been, for whatever has been, how would you say, holding you back. All right. So don't feel as if you're not making progress during this month, Libra. You absolutely are. It's just more so a long-term, darling. Plan for a long-term. Don't try to force anything to be happening this month. We're going to do one more just because I feel like spoiling Libras because I can, darling. And then the Death card. Yeah, it's just like a lot of closures for you, Libra, this month. You're going to have a lot of closures that then just release the shackles for you to really start living the rest of your life, darling. So very positive in that way, honey. So now, darling, we're going to be getting into Aquariuses. Why did I throw the pen down? We're going to be getting into Aquariuses now. Let's see what's going to be happening for my Aquariuses, darling. Oh, thank you for that, kitty cat. Let's see what's going to be happening for my Aquariuses. What's going on for my Aquariuses, darling? Y'all, full disclosure, Aquariuses, that's the one zodiac sign I struggle with when it comes to doing y'all's readings, Aquariuses. Aquarius, like, y'all's readings, oh, like, it's nothing ever bad. I love an Aquarian, but it's just like Aquarius's energy to just unpack is just so chaotic for me to do. It's insane. So let's see what's happening for y'all Aquariuses for November. We have the Five of Candles coming in here. I actually feel drawn to be changing decks, but we're still going to be keeping note of that Five of Wands stepping forward to y'all. Changing decks, Five of Wands, this is a card of obstacles. Are you seeing through the obstacles? Let's see here. I wouldn't be surprised as well, Aquarius, if you're going to be having some people that kind of just try you. And what I mean by that is just like testing your patience, poking the bear, darling. Poking the bear is something that I feel for some of you Aquariuses. It's like, it's almost like they're trying, some Aquariuses are, you know, use your words, Velka. Aquarius, it's almost as if someone's trying to see just how, trying to get like you to reveal like your emotions or trying to see what it is they can bring out of you. almost. And I feel like this could even be more so spiritually inclined, like even one of your guides, or if you do any type of deity work or ancestors, they're like, I feel like this is a month where you're going to be just ultimately pushed to your breaking point, Aquarius. Full disclosure, right? Ten of Swords here. Yeah, it's almost like this is a month where you're going to be coming face to face with some type of cycle in your life. Maybe you're used to, like, you found in your life that you always attract the same type of people. It feels as if this is going to be a month where you're going to be coming face to face with why it is you attract that type of person. Coming in here, Empress card as well. Yeah, you're going to be coming to terms with why it is you attract a certain type of person, and it's through this realization you're finally going to be breaking a very big cycle in your life. Something that it feels like you're this month is going to be a month where it's like by the end of this, you're going to be like, oh, that explains a lot for you personally, Aquarius. So I'm really excited for you guys because it's just like, it feels like a long cycle that you guys have just repeatedly put yourself in. Eight of Wands here. Definitely, I definitely feel as if with this Eight of Wands, some of you guys are going to be moving. Not moving in a physical sense, I want to say, Aquarius, but it feels like movement in the sense of where it is you're putting your interest, or even in your spiritual practices, of where just movement in that way. Let's see here. We're going to be doing a couple more, Aquarius. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming in here, as well as the Six of Wands, darling. All right, we can just end it right there for y'all, Aquarius. What's up, honey? So, right off the bat, you know, the Wheel of Fortune, you know, I always say the Wheel of Fortune can be turning either way. You know, it just doesn't bring a promise of fortune because the wheel can turn two different ways, darling. But with the Six of Wands here, it's my favorite tarot card outside of the Major Arcana, honey. And so with this, Aquarius, Six of Wands here, it feels like you're going to be making a lot of grounds. It feels like for many of you guys, Aquarius, you might be finding a random influx in terms of either communication with people just reaching out to you, Aquarius, or a random influx in terms of finances for some of you guys. But it's some type of random influx of just like a lot coming in for you in a very positive way, overall, Aquarius. So looking fabulous in that regard, Aquarius. Thank you so much. And Kitty Cat, I think I saw your question of you asking if that was me on Instagram. I think it was. I can't see it in my chat right now, but like all my social medias and stuff like that is just SimplyVelca. Just like you see on YouTube, it's just like that everywhere else. So yeah, now let's get into my Geminis, darling. Geminis for me, they always come and go in my life. I don't think I've ever had a consistent Gemini stay for me in my life, friends or anything like that. So let's see what's happening for my Geminis this month for November. What's going on for my Geminis, darling? What's going on for my Geminis for November 2021? Let's see here. Okay. What's going on for my Geminis? We have the Nine of Cups coming in here. So by definition, the Nine of Cups, Gemini, is a card of wish fulfillment, darling. So looking already, we're starting this month out really strongly for you, Gemini. And then the Page of Pentacles. It's very much so, Gemini, I feel like for many of y'all, you guys were really like hoping to like either like hear back from a school, hear back from a job, hear back from a person. You wanted to hear back from something. You've been waiting for the results on something, or just the turnout about something, Gemini. And I feel like it's gonna be going in the exact way that you're wanting to. Gemini, because of this Nine of Cups, you know, it's going to be turning out in the exact way that you want to. And then Three of Pentacles here, very much so. I wouldn't be surprised, Gemini, where it's like whatever it is that you're wanting to be working out, it's definitely in terms of like hearing back from a person, maybe some type of collaborative way, working together with somebody else, or even just connecting in terms of like partnerships with somebody. It feels like this person is just very different from you in many ways, Gemini. Very, very different from you, but you feel so drawn to this energy for whatever the reason is. Not a bad thing, it's just like, I don't know why it is you feel drawn to them. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Gemini, y'all are just having a very positive month, really. All your cards, let's do one more. Yeah, and the Hanged Man. It's like right at this current point in time, Gemini, you're at this point where you're playing the waiting game. You're playing the waiting game currently, hoping for something to turn out in a positive way. Some of you guys are waiting to hear back medically on some news. Obviously, I'm not no medical professional right now, Gemini. I'm flipping tarot cards, but It feels like you're going to be receiving news in some way that really changes your light, or changes the direction of just where your emotions and thoughts are, darling. And then Judgment card. Yeah, something is going to be happening this month, Gemini. You're just gonna really, what's gonna be happening for y'all, darling, is where it's like this month is gonna be coming off as like not looking promising, not looking promising, not looking promising, and then bam, Judgment card happens, and then that's when every y'all, I almost just belched, and that was not gonna be cute. This happens whenever I start talking a lot. And it's just like from this judgment moment, darling, everything starts changing up for you. It definitely just is like one of those, like this is not just something where it's just like out of the blue, nowhere. You're really hoping for a positive outcome in this situation. And so, Gemini, what I want to be telling you is that just because your month initially for November isn't looking all too promising, that doesn't mean anything for y'all. And truly, it just means that you guys are going to be still playing that waiting game until like that judgment moment happens. But once that does happen, it's going to be looking fabulous for you guys. Let's see if I can get any other cards for y'all. I'm going to be doing two more for my Geminis. I mean, yeah, Gemini, you're still getting the same exact cards, Hanged Man and the Three of Pentacles. Definitely for those that are wanting to shoot their shot, Gemini, for those that want to shoot their shot and like either befriend someone or just work with somebody, it feels like you were telling yourself, or have been telling yourself, being like, it's like we're too different, or something in that way where it's just like, it's not necessarily a way where it's like, how would I put this? It's like for some of y'all, you want to be like, you're really wanting to just like have like some type of mentorship or something, someone that you look up to for sure. You look up to this individual, and I feel like it's just really, you would really get very positive results by you shooting your shot, essentially. So, not gassy, are you? So that is it for my Geminis. And now we just have the water signs coming in now. We're going to be starting with Cancer. And of course, as I tell y'all always in this live stream, I always going to be leaving the timestamps after this live stream, shortly after. So if you missed your sign, fear not, darling, fear not. So let's see here. We're going to be getting into Cancer's reading. Cancer was going through it. All right, let's see. What's going on with my beautiful Cancers? What's going to be happening for my Cancers for November? What November predictions do we have for my Cancers? I feel like changing decks again. I feel like changing decks again. So now let's get into Cancer's horoscope. Or not horoscope, I guess technically. Let's get into Cancer's predictions for 2021 of November. Come on, y'all. What's going to be happening for my Cancers? We have the Four of Cups coming in here. And then we have the Magician card coming in here. So I forget which Zodiac sign this is kind of similar to. There's like, for you guys, Cancer, I feel like for many, there's something that you have been ignoring. You probably even still at this moment have been ignoring it. And something's going to be fighting its way through and to be very present in your life. And you're going to be open, like you're going to, because it's like how persistent this energy is, you're going to be taking this as a sign and being like, all right, well, maybe I should sink more energy into this connection. Maybe I should start entertaining this connection a little bit more. What is this about, though? Let's see what. Page of Pentacles for y'all. So again, like with Page of Pentacles, y'all's reading is very similar to another Zodiac signs that I did for this month. I don't know which. I don't remember already. But very much so, like if someone's extending their pentacle out to you, Cancer, someone's trying to communicate with you, be open to it. Definitely as well, Pentacles refers to as well in terms of like opportunities, a new opportunity for you to be delving into. So really there's something trying to be presented to you that your guides are really wanting you to notice. And then the Ace of Wands, you're really wanting to notice, because it's like initially you're not giving this a chance for whatever the reason is. It's your prerogative, Cancer. It's your business. But Ace of Wands here, it's telling me where it's just like, if you actually gave this a chance, darling, you would be very much so attracted to this energy. When I say attracted, I don't mean just like in a person, but it's just like attracted, being like, oh, I really actually do want this. It's kind of like a kid trying to convince a little kid to try out a new type of food, and the kid's just like, oh no, I don't want to, because they convinced themselves already that they wouldn't like the food. But then when they actually do eat the food, they're just like, oh, actually this is scrumptious, right? So definitely give something a chance, Cancer. I do feel like it's going to consistently just be popping up for you in the month of November, until you actually take it up on the opportunity. You're going to be seeing constant signs of it, even while you're just like perusing the internet, Cancer. You're going to be seeing signs of it. Be like, and then we have here the Eight of Swords stepping forward, with the Emperor card coming in as well. And then Metamorphosis card coming in, which is the Death card, I'm pretty sure, in this deck. So, yeah, for you guys, Cancer, it feels like right now you're going into this month of November where you're just like, you are very closed-minded in the sense of like what it is that you want to open up to. It feels like you're very resistant towards entertaining anything new, just because you have a lot going on in your plate currently. And so that's probably the reason why you're not making time for it. But here's the thing, I feel like you're being told for this month to make time for something, because you making time for this situation will actually be extremely profitable for you. Hierophant energy coming in here. So, darling, the Hierophant is a card of marriage. I'm not saying this is you're all going to be married this month, Cancer, but whatever the case is, this is something that's very, very why can't I speak? Trustworthy, committed energy here. This is nothing for short term. This is all speaking to you, Cancer, about you know, it's like, as an example, it's like you don't want to perhaps pick up one job because it's just like you don't see it lasting long term, or even like in terms of a friendship, being like you don't feel like entertaining a connection because you don't see it going anywhere. It actually would go somewhere, like it would go somewhere for sure, Cancer, and I feel like it would actually, like, you guys would go from being acquaintances to like being like best of friends, like shortly after the fact. So Cancers, definitely don't ignore that sign, darling. Don't ignore it, all right? So that's it for y'all, Cancer. Let's get into my Scorpio soon here. Scorpio. Sanjay, I know if you're still in here, Sanjay, this is your moment, right? Because you're a Scorpio, right? I'm pretty sure you're a Scorpio. And then also, Kitty Cat, I hear you. I actually just recently cleaned up my whole entire space, including my altar. I like reorganized that. So it's always a nice new energy that comes in whenever you just like clean everything up. Very cleansing. Oh, happy belated birthday, Sanjay. I knew you were a Scorpio. All right, let's see what's going on for my Scorpios for this month. What's happening for my Scorpios for November, honeys? What's going on here? We have coming forward to you the King of Rings, darling. King of Rings, which is the King of Pentacles in normal tarot. I do feel like you guys are going to be... before I speak out on it, let me pull one more card to confirm. The Hanged One. Okay, yeah. I feel like for many of you guys, Scorpio, you're going to be... This is going to be a month of where it's like your priorities shift. Scorpio, your priorities shift, and then it's like you're going into a whole new direction with what it is that you're wanting to build up. It's like initially when you started, like, y'all already know, Scorpio, I like to do analogies, honey. It's like you guys initially started building this house or building this building to open up like a gas station, darling. And then halfway through that gas station, something happens that really either shifts your priorities or what have you. And then instead of building this building for a gas station, it turns into, I don't know, like a convenience store. Like something in that narrative where it's just like you're already working on something, but then something happens that really just shifts like where it is that you're trying to put your energy and finances into. And see what more I can get with this. We also have the Dawn of Rings, darling. Yeah, like really, Scorpio, whether this is in terms of your financial situation or whether this pentacle energy is all just about like your energetic investment into a situation, it's going to be sometime during this month you're investing energy into a specific situation. Something happens, something causes you to have a hanged man moment that then is puts you in this place of being like, well, wait a minute, like your priorities change, you realize that it's like something else grabs your attention that becomes a lot more of a worthy investment for you, is what I'm getting, Scorpio. And then we have, yeah, Ace of Swords coming in with the High Priestess card coming in here. You're going to be feeling, like, definitely listen to your intuition at this time, Scorpio. You're going to be feeling something very extremely in your gut to where you're just like, I have to do this. And that's really what's going to be happening for you. It's just like, you won't be able to explain it to anybody else. You'll just be like, you just, all you can really say is being like, no, I have to do this. I have to do this. This is what's right for me. And then, yeah, Nine of Swords, like, Scorpio, like, really, I don't know what this is exactly about, but it's just like you guys are doing like a complete 180. Isn't 180 where you just like, if I like turned 180 right now, my back would be facing the camera right now? Yeah, girl, I'm not a mathematician. Hey, you're doing a complete 180 with some aspect of your life, and really shifting, changing things up. What happens for my Scorpios to be doing that though? Judgment card, some type of action, something similar to I don't know why, if like this similar to another zodiac sign, but something really just happens that like it's like a bomb that drops, but not in like a bad way. Um, it's like, yeah, it's just something happens, like something pivotal happens that you're just like, nope, I have to do this other thing now. So, pretty straightforward, Scorpio, admittedly. Let's do an oracle card for y'all as well. You have the dove spirit coming in here. Be at peace coming in. So whatever the case is, Scorpio, whatever is going to be coming to mind where you're just like having this resounding being like, I have to do this. I have to do this. This is what's right for me. Even if no one else is going to understand it, even if no one else agrees with this, you have to do what's best for you, Scorpio. And it's very much so, because of the dove spirit, very much so about divine guidance. I didn't tell the, I think it was Aries or Leo, to write down their number, but Scorpio, definitely write down the number 3 in numerology, because I feel like 3 is definitely the message that number 3 has, really is going to resonate with your energy at this current point in time. So Scorpio, y'all unintentionally turned into my most complex reading just because of what's going to be happening for y'all. So so now we have just Pisces left, darling. We have just Pisces left for this monthly predictions for November for the zodiac sign. So what's going to be happening with my Pisces, darling? What's going to be happening for my Pisces for November 2021? What's going on with my Pisces, honey? My Pisces. I don't know why I'm saying Pisces so weirdly. What's going on with my Pisces? Girl, what's going on with my deck? All right, we have the 7 of Earth, 7 of Pentacles stepping forward to you, as well as the 3 of Water coming in here. Definitely new friendships coming in here, new connections for you to be making, Pisces. It definitely feels as if you're already coming into this month of November for some of y'all with these like acquaintances happening. And this month, as this month progresses, you're just going to be really tending to some very, I almost call them like profitable connections, but I don't mean it in that way, just connections that actually has substance for you, Pisces. It feels like for many of you guys, you're investing into like, you guys were clearing the weeds, right? Because I always say with the 7 of Pentacles, especially in this deck, it's like I always like to refer to the 7 of Pentacles as like your mental garden. And so you're clearing up the weeds in your mental garden for a while, probably all of October, maybe even in September, for you, Pisces. And then coming into November, your mental garden is completely clear of the weeds. And now you're either planting new seeds, like new seeds are being planted in your garden, those seeds being new people, new connections coming in, which is why I'm talking about with the 3 of Water, 3 of Cups, that you're going to be investing into, or just, you know, taking the social aspect out of it entirely. Just you cleared out the clutter, and now you're able to start investing your energy, nurturing these seeds, darling, that actually will be bringing forth a very positive harvest for y'all. Pisces. So I really like to see where that's going for you guys. Three of Fire, Three of Wands coming in here, darling. Yeah, like really, admittedly, Pisces, y'all's is probably one of the least flashy readings because it's the most consistent. In the sense like nothing necessarily flashy is going to be happening. It's just like each day that you wake up, you're going to be tending to that mental garden. You're going to be nurturing the things that feel good to you. But it's going to be a nice change of pace for you guys, Pisces, because for y'all, spent so long clearing out the weeds that were in your garden that it's a nice change of pace where you can just wake up every single day without much conflict of any and be able to just tend to the things that you know are good for you. Five of Water coming in with the Knight of Air. Yeah, it just feels as if this is going to be a month where it's like you're probably the least mentally taxing month for you. This will probably be the least taxing month for you, just entirely Pisces. And then the life experience card coming in here, Archangel Kemwell. Pisces, yeah, I would just say continue doing what it is that you're doing. It feels as if like you set yourself up very strongly for this month of November, Pisces, and continue tending to your garden, continue nurturing the things that you know are going to turn out profitable in your life, whether this is just like in an actual financial way or just like in terms of just good relationships, darling. Like you guys have like the most stable of energies coming in here, which is, I like that a lot, so don't take that as a bad thing, Pisces. But yeah, darling, I suppose that's it for this. Oh gosh, it's the end of me. I'm choking on my spit, honey. It's the end of this reading, this Zodiac reading, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I heard my laptop stop churning away, so I'm going to close out this live stream. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me, though. It was really nice. I'm going to close this out. Maybe I'll do a live stream later tonight. Don't quote me on that. I'll put a scheduled thing for it, though, so y'all will know. But I'm going to go get my fire Zodiac signs uploaded for y'all. So if you're a fire sign, be expecting all that soon. And also I'm going to be putting the timestamps here in a couple minutes here. So I love you guys so much. And if you haven't heard it today, darling, I see you, I hear you, and I love y'all so much. Bye, y'all. Now the